You are not tired because life is hard. You are tired because you have been living beneath your own command. Most people never lose their way in the world. They lose authority over their own mind. They wake up already defeated, already distracted, already negotiating with weakness before the day even begins. And slowly, quietly, without ever announcing it, their potential goes dormant. Not dead, just unused, like a giant asleep inside a small routine. Self-mastery is not about controlling the world. Every great mind understood this truth. Edison failed thousands of times not because the world resisted him, but because he refused to surrender control of his belief. Carnegie built empires not with steel first, but with certainty. Lincoln lost again and again, not elections only, but comfort, reputation, peace. Yet he never lost command of his inner direction. History does not remember the strongest bodies. It remembers the most disciplined minds. The world you see is a mirror. It does not argue with you. It agrees with you. If you believe you are limited, it reflects limitation. If you believe you are ordinary, it rewards you with average. But the moment you decide, not wish, not hope, not fantasize, the moment you decide who you are, reality begins rearranging itself around that decision. Self-mastery begins with a brutal realization. No one is coming to save you from the habits you keep repeating. No one is coming to rescue you from the standards you tolerate. And no one is responsible for your inner chaos except you. This is not condemnation. This is liberation. Because the instant responsibility becomes yours, so does power. Your mind is a factory. Thoughts are raw materials. Repetition is the machine. And belief is the product. What you think once is noise. What you think daily becomes identity. This is why most people never change. They let yesterday's thoughts decide today's actions, and today's actions decide tomorrow's results. They live on mental autopilot, wondering why the destination never changes. Master yourself and you interrupt the pattern. You stop asking, "How do I feel today?" and start asking, "Who must I be today?" Clarity is the first discipline. A scattered mind cannot command a focused life. Every powerful individual knew exactly what they were moving toward, even when the path was invisible. Walt Disney saw a kingdom while others saw bankruptcy. Ford saw assembly lines before the world understood speed. Vision is not imagination. It is loyalty to a future that has not yet arrived. When your vision is unclear, your energy leaks everywhere. When your vision is sharp, distractions lose their grip. You stop chasing applause. You stop reacting to noise. You begin moving with intention. Purpose is not something you find, it is something you choose and then defend. Belief is the second discipline. Not loud belief, not emotional belief, quiet, immovable belief, the kind that doesn't announce itself but refuses to bend. Napoleon Hill taught that the mind does not distinguish between what is real and what is repeatedly imagined with conviction. That is not mysticism. That is mental law. What you impress upon the subconscious must express itself in form. But belief demands proof, not from the world, but from your behavior. Every time you do what you said you would do, belief strengthens. Every time you delay, doubt tightens its grip. This is why discipline is not punishment. Discipline is self-respect in motion. You don't rise to your goals. You fall to your habits. And habits are born in moments no one sees. Early mornings, silent choices, private resistance. Mastery is built when motivation is absent and commitment remains. When comfort invites you to stop and you refuse. When excuses speak and you stay silent. Action is the third discipline. Not reckless action, aligned action. The world rewards movement, not intention. Ideas without execution decay into regret. Every great fortune, every great achievement, every great transformation followed the same law. Decide, act, adjust, persist. You will fail. That is not a threat, it is a promise. Failure is not the opposite of mastery. It is its instructor. The person who fears failure is already mastered by fear. The person who studies failure becomes untouchable. Edison did not fail thousands of times. He eliminated thousands of methods that didn't work. That perspective is mastery. gratitude sharpens the mind. It anchors you in strength rather than lack. A grateful mind is difficult to defeat because it recognizes progress even in pressure. Adaptability keeps you alive in changing conditions. Rigidity breaks. Flexibility evolves. The oak resists the storm. The reed survives it. And resilience is the quiet decision to continue when the applause disappears. When results delay. When no one understands your vision. When loneliness becomes part of the journey. Every person who ever mastered themselves walked alone for a season. That season is not punishment. It is preparation. Because one day, when the world finally responds, when opportunity opens its door, when success asks, "Who is ready?" only those who conquered their inner disorder will be able to answer without hesitation. Master yourself and life will follow.